With 6 lines, USS Slater DE-766 was starboard side to Pier 1 at Key West, Florida on the 22nd of August, 1944. After Lieutenant Butler returned from his leave, a special sea detail was set, and tug YTL-290 tied up along Slater's port quarter to provide assistance with departing. Lieutenant Rayburn came aboard to act as pilot, and she left her berth at 0758. 10 minutes later, both Lieutenant Rayburn and YTL-290 cast off, and Slater proceeded to the submarine training area, arriving about an hour later. Exercise 3E commenced with the submarine USS SS-99 and the patrol craft Sweeper PCS-1378. I should mention, I was unable to find exactly which submarine this is. SS-99 was a World War I era boat that was scrapped prior to World War II. Hopefully somebody out there knows something. Over the course of the afternoon, 32 plaster-loaded hedgehogs were expended in the exercise, before SS-99 surfaced and the trio returned to port. Shortly after 1600, Slater moored starboard side to Pier Baker and commenced taking on fuel. USS Atoll SS-403 moored herself starboard side to port side of Slater, and for about 4 hours she took on a total of 60,500 gallons of diesel. All the while, crew members returned from leave, including Seaman Second Class Elam Slater, the brother of Frank Slater, the ship's namesake. Slater remained at the fuel dock until the next morning and departed at 0750 after students from the Fleet Sound School reported aboard. Exercise 3 Dog commenced at 0920 with a friendly submarine, and during this, Captain's Mass was held. Larry Messina, Seaman First Class, was awarded 10 hours of extra duty. James Murphy, Seaman First Class, received a warning and 3 additional mid-watches, and Joseph Zolek, Seaman Second Class, received a warning. On this date, Clyde Butler, Seaman First Class, was added to the sick list for cat fever, and the day's training concluded at 1422, and Slater returned to Key West and received 4,140 gallons of fresh water. On the 24th, submarine training continued for the students from the Fleet Sound School. Exercise 4 Baker commenced at 0845, but it was paused an hour later when a buoy became entangled with the sub. Slater's crew cut it away and brought it on board, but found it to be damaged beyond repair. And these exercises ended at 1450. Slater moored starboard side to Pier 2. Another contingent of men departed for 10 days of leave. 4,755 gallons of fresh water was received, along with 3,400 gallons of lube oil. Training continued on the 25th at 0845 with friendly submarine R-21. Initially, it did read R-99 like the previous day's training, but it's crossed out and corrected with R-21. But it seems like R-21 was scrapped in 1930, so I'm not too sure what sub this would be. Anyway, training continued into the afternoon when Slater returned to port and received 4,000 gallons of fresh water. Herbert Cully, Seaman Second Class, was transferred off the ship to the receiving station. More training on the 26th. Exercises with the submarine ended early at 11:14, and 20 minutes later, Slater fired 13 depth charges in a full pattern. She sailed for ports with all engines ahead full at 585 RPMs. After mooring was completed, Lieutenant Commander Block held a personnel and material inspection and found everything to be satisfactory. 4,025 gallons of fresh water was received. R.F. Harned, Seaman Second Class, departed for 10 days of leave, while H.C. Holcomb, Motor Machinist Mate Second Class, was transferred to the Naval Hospital. Slater didn't leave port on the 27th. Lieutenant Plummer left for 5 days of leave, and 1,435 gallons of fresh water was received. She returned to sea on the 28th and conducted exercise 3 ABC with a friendly submarine, and this was completed at 12:35, and Slater returned to Pier 1. The countdown to Slater's first convoy across the North Atlantic continues next week. In approximately 3 weeks, She will sail for New York City for availability in preparation for the cold trek to England. Don't forget to make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook for daily updates from the last destroyer escort afloat in America.